Hey guys, it's Jenny here. I am at my grandparents' cabin in West Virginia. I'm cutting up some onions and some garlic and making some fresh pizza, some fresh homemade pizza. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm trying to eat healthier and eat less processed food. So that means I'm making my own pizza dough and using fresher and better ingredients. But anyway, I figured while I was working on this onion and garlic, I could multitask and make a video because I had a very encouraging dream, and God has used this dream to speak to me, and He's also used it to encourage me over the last week or so. And so I wanted to hop on and share it with you before my nieces and nephews got here and we got a little crazy. So in the dream, so I should say before I share the dream, you guys know that I'm canning and working up a bunch of stuff from our garden, and I had just got finished making a bunch of cans of spaghetti sauce. So in the dream, my daughter, I'm asleep and I'm in the bed in my dream, and I'm in the same outfit that I'm really wearing in my sleep. I have my hair braided down the side, which is how I usually sleep. And so it's very similar to what I'm actually doing. And my daughter walks in and she says, "Hey Mom, I'm getting ready to make some pasta, and I just wanted to know if you think this is enough for us." So she hands me a box of pasta, and I open it and I look down inside of it and I kind of pour it out into my hand to see how much pasta is in the box. And so as I pour the pasta in my hand, I missed my hand and it fell out on the bed. And as it fell out on the bed, I began to collect all the pasta off the bed, and I'm collecting it, and I have enough to put in my hand. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's enough. This is enough for us." So I hand it back to her, and I can hear pasta just pouring out of the box still, and off the side of the bed, off the opposite side of the bed. And so I'm like, "What in the world? How did so much pasta get in that box?" And suddenly I realized that something supernatural must be happening, because there's no way that this 1 pound box of pasta made enough pasta for my family, and also had enough to just keep pouring and pouring and pouring off the bed. So I scooted over to the edge of my bed, and when I did, because I knew something supernatural was happening, I was wanting to kind of scoot over and sit up to be like, what is going on? And when I did, my hair was braided on the side, it fell off the bed. And when I looked off the edge of my bed, I'm suddenly in my bed on the side of a cliff, and the cliff is straight down, and I begin to pray. And I'm just like, "Lord, hold on to me. Do not let me fall. Do not let me fall." And then I'm transformed in the spirit in my dream to praying supernaturally that the Lord will hold on to me and not let me fall, that He will keep me in His hand, that He will not let me fall away from Him. So the whole perception of my dream began to change, and I began to just pray that God would let me abide in Him and stay firm in Him and stay strong in Him and stick with Him. And, come what may, and that He wouldn't let me fall and He wouldn't let me go. And as I began to pray this, a wind of the Holy Spirit began to wash over me, and it was getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And it was so strong that my nightgown was kind of flowing, and that the sheets of my bed were lifting up and flowing in this wind of the Holy Spirit. And I began to pray in tongues, which I actually I don't do in the natural. And so I began to pray in tongues, and I began to worship God, and I was worshiping Him for this outpouring of the Holy Spirit and all that He was doing. And I woke up. And so when I woke up, I immediately went in there and I wrote my dream down, like I am kind of in the habit of doing now. And I began to pray about it, and I began to ask Him to show me. And as I wrote down the words of the prayer, of the dream, the Lord started to speak to me. And essentially what he was telling me in that dream is that he's warned me of a lot of things to come. And the warnings are for myself and my family and for others. But there is a promise there. And the promise is that he will take care of us. And he used the pasta for a reason, because I had been canning all that spaghetti sauce, and I had been working to make sure that my family have enough food to last for the year from my garden. And that's why he used the pasta sauce. He also used it because pasta, to me, in my mind, is a food that is shelf stable. So it's a food that doesn't need to be refrigerated. It doesn't need to be stored in a special way. You can just put it in a box, put it in a pantry, put it in a closet, put it in a storage tote, whatever, and it'll stay good for, who knows how long. It may not taste the best after 5 or 10 years, but it would probably still be good. And so he used that to me because it symbolizes provision. It symbolizes our needs being met. It symbolizes to me the other part of what I hadn't done. So I hadn't made any pasta. I had only made the spaghetti sauce. And spaghetti sauce is only good if you have some pasta to go with it. And preferably a little meat. But so he was speaking to me, and he was telling me that if I abide in him, that not only will I have enough, but I will have an abundance. I will have everything I need met. Plus, I will have enough for others. I will have enough left over. And so I just want to encourage you, because I know that there's a lot of prophetic voices out there who are warning. I know that I've been warning now for years. I know other people have been warning for years. And sometimes those warnings, amongst everything else that's going on in the world, that this wickedness and this evil that's happening in the world, can be overwhelming. And so I just want to encourage you, because if you abide in the Lord, if you stay in him, if you love him, if you trust him, if you're reading his word, if you are listening to his word, if you are praising him, if you are speaking to him and praying, you're right where you need to be, and he's going to take care of you. And I know that that is a promise that he gave me, in that dream. And I know that he is faithful to deliver on that promise. And so I just want to encourage you with those words. Abide in him, and he will take care of all your needs. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I know I've got a fun weekend planned with my family, and I'm so looking forward to this rest and relaxation and snorkeling and kayaking. And we're not at the ocean, we're at the river, but my nieces and nephews love to snorkel, and I love to snorkel with them. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about all the things we have planned. And I just hope that you guys get some R&R also, and get to enjoy your weekend. Be blessed and take care.